they didn't do. But first, let's hear from the coach, Adam Kingsley. Adam Kingsley, in one of his reactions after the game.
Well, the message is keep putting yourself in that position. Keep putting you in a position where you can fail on the big stage and be incredibly disappointed, but if you're not there, you'll never feel it. And so we've got to just work our backsides off over the summer again to get back into finals.
Well, working butts off, I'm thinking, what does that mean? Because every AFL team's working hard. They worked hard the last off-season.
So what does it all mean?
The last off-season about that is, well, how can they not be so fair weather? Why are they so poor and fluctuate? And Damo, you had a fantastic graphic on the Sunday Footy Show yesterday about the 3 games have been miles in front, fallen away, and then they're down and they come back. So they've got all the talent, but they don't defend the ground like premiership teams do. And Jimmy, I asked Jimmy, obviously Jimmy's been a director of football there for a number of years ago, for a long time, and I put this to Jimmy a while ago. Actually, it was on The Furnace where Jimmy also spoke about it, and this is where we've got to.
Mids and forwards, we've highlighted 2 in particular. There's the initial contest, that's Briggs and Daniels. Watch how quickly they turn in just to a walk. Are you really pushing back to help out? So the Giants have got to have a good look. Yep. Energy, effort's got to be for 4 quarters, can't switch off, and it's got to be on everybody because team defence is letting them down.
Yeah, we're coming into this game the best defence in the competition. No one really talked about that. We kept the best offence in the competition.
You can't fake that.
So Craig McRae and Darcy Moore there, Jimmy, reinforcing the points you made previously, and they stand for something, the Pies, when it comes to defence, and you feel that this club doesn't?
Well, this clip here is symptomatic of the way the Giants play. So very quick to give up on defence, and when you get it as a side, you become a very special side, and Collingwood have done that, Geelong have done that, they've won premierships, and by that I mean is when you actually understand that every action you take on the footy field has a knock-on effect for your teammates. And we'll show a highlight regarding Geelong with the way they defended Brisbane. But that means when you're not involved in the play, which those 3 Giants players highlighted, it's what am I doing to help my team to make them better? Am I cutting out the release? Am I pushing up in defence? And too much of the Giants was based on talent this year. Their numbers reflected that. That's not an opinion. There is actually stats backing that up.
Is that a choice? Like you're saying it's a selfishness?
I don't think it's with a selfish intent. I think they have really focused on the tsunami, which is ballistic. It's taking the ball forward. But too much of their game this year was your turn, our turn. We've got better talent for the footy, better talent behind the footy. And then Green and Callaghan will try and do their best through the midfield. It's actually just having that connection and really getting it and understanding. I know I've made that sound really simplistic, but once it does click and you as a unit, you become a really powerful side. And then it doesn't matter having someone kick 5 or 6, or it doesn't matter as we need all 3 mids to have 35. You can actually play this system, which sounds a boring word, and process that stacks up in really big finals. So just to finish that point, is when they were 40 plus points up in those finals or 5 goals up, because they actually don't understand it, you actually always give the window to the opposition to get back in the game. So that means you go forward, looks really good, we don't use it, then they get the release mark. But guess where that release mark ends up? In the opposition's forward line. They kick another goal, and you can't stop it.
These are long days, and I feel months for the Giants as they wrestle with losing in a way the past 3 seasons that fell well short of their own expectations. And then you look at these contracts that they've got, which they're clearly beholden to, and the currency on some of these players, is it still as it once was when these deals were signed? There's injury issues amongst a few of those. Kelly came on as the sub and was brilliant on the weekend. You can't blame him. But
you're worried about these deals, Damo?
I'm worried about the long-term element of them, and I'm worried about what it does by way of restricting what they can do. They might have to actually move 1 or 2 of those players out, open up a conversation they may not have intended to have had even last week. But I don't think you can have what happened now the last 3 seasons, particularly last year when it was straight sets, 44 points, 28 points up against the 2 teams that were grand finalists, and even on the weekend, retrieving a 42-point deficit but still losing. So they've got the ability when they need it in the finals, they just don't win. They've lost their last 4.
Tough conversations, it must be said, for Fremantle as well. You've been pretty strong on them in the way that they play. They look to different